1. From the beginning of the story, Zero had trouble understanding 1. 1 she didn't understand. She didn't have any of that strong sense of justice, that earnest, that self-control, that thirst for knowledge. None of it. Even if, for argument's sake, she had been born to a family without want, she was sure she wouldn't have been like 1. She couldn't help but feel 1's voice and hair color were similar to the girl who was beside her when she died. But that girl had been blinded, so Zero didn't even know the color of her eyes. What the hell part of her did the flower use to make 1? That was the only mystery she had yet to solve. We'll see this mystery unravel later, but eventually Zero does find the answer. 1 is Rose. In her final moments, she is unsatisfied and doesn't comprehend why the world is just so unjust. She hates wrongdoers, the corrupt, and oppressors. 1 is the embodiment of Zero's desire for a just and logical world. 2 is what Zero could have been like had her life been different. She could have learned to love the world and be carefree and find true love herself. The spoiled, naive, good-natured 2 was the complete opposite of who Zero was now. But Zero felt 2 might be the person Zero could have been, had she been born and raised differently. 3. Zero speculates that 3 is a wild, selfish, and twisted facet of herself. She killed so many people when all she needed was their food. She had no more remorse and no empathy, just like when 3 is experimenting with soldiers. 3 was crazy, but it would be a lie to say she didn't have any crazy parts. She had bits of herself that were insane as well. They just didn't pop out unexpectedly. Such was life. 4 reminds Zero of herself as a young girl who was thrown into the brothel, and how she tried to hold on to the smallest bits of pride, self-importance she still had. 4 is also the embodiment of her wish to be accepted and loved by others. When 4 became paranoid, she rejected everyone in her life, hating the entire world, just like Zero when she stopped trusting anyone. 5 embodies Zero's huge lustful issues and insensitivity towards sexual topics. 5 and 0 would kill without any remorse or empathy, just to get some food, although 0 was doing this to survive, whereas 5 is doing this to satisfy her interests in weird ingredients. 5 bodies resembles one of the nuns 0 killed in an abbey during her days of stealing food to survive. This might explain why she wields a weapon that resembles a cross.